The world will always show you someone who is richer, smarter, good looking, talented, skillful, and who is doing great in life. At least better than you. But the reality is like there are more than 7 billion people in the world, and you are just 0.001%, and you start criticizing yourself that you are not growing. You are not being like the people who actually are growing. Instead of seeing the rest of the people, you literally don't know what sort of condition they are living, what kind of life they have. We 60 to 70% people are like living an average life, and below that you will see there are the people who actually called as middle class families, and following them there are the people who are actually very poor, and after them if you see those people, the fact is if you are actually having these three things, living in a home, you're having enough clothes to wear, the food that you're eating, that means you comes in the most luckiest people in the world. Surprisingly, the problem actually begins where you actually see the people who are at the higher position, and you just kind of ignore the people who are actually below you. What we learn from this is like our greed or our needs are not going to come to an end until we die, but still you need to figure out a solution, figure out a way out to actually understand you can satisfy yourself, how you can live your life, and you can actually figure out what exactly you have. When you start looking at other people, that means you are wasting your 50% potential just by focusing on other people. If what they have, what they're gaining, what they are earning, what are the things that they are actually pursuing in life, what happens is like when you lack the focus on yourself, you start focusing on other people, that means you're wasting your time by just ignoring what you already have and what you can do. The most important thing that everyone has something unique, but unfortunately, there are less people who can actually focus on themselves and identify that speciality, that uniqueness actually takes those people to a higher position than they are residing. Otherwise, if I speak about those people who actually just focus on others and try to pull everyone down just to maintain their position, they just don't want to come down or come below than others. Then what they do, like they start pulling others' legs. Meanwhile, not only they're wasting their time, but they are also ruining their life, just not by focusing, just not by growing in life. That's what happened. The most brutal truth is behind the unsuccessful people or the people who actually stagnate at a point and they just don't know how exactly they can grow in life. That is just a lack of focus on themselves. Like they don't focus on themselves, and in result they see that they can't understand what is good in them, what are the qualities, what are the good qualities that they have which can actually take them to a higher position. The reality is you are not going to get successful by seeing others, by seeing what they're doing, what they're good at. You need to find your speciality, your uniqueness, your strength, and then you have to start working on that strength to compete with the competitors. When you see your own life, you will start focusing on how blessed you are, how many facilities that you are given, and then you will start being grateful ultimately, and that gratefulness will give you more and more. By the time you will start improving your skills, you will actually realize what exactly it takes to be successful and to sustain that success, which only comes through a constant unstoppable work and work with a proper direction. And to realize that you need to take out some time, you need to understand what are the loop patterns of yours, what are the mistakes that you have been making since years, and how you can put an end to it. For that you need to be conscious enough, take some time and think if what you been doing which is not like taking you to where you want to be, how you want to do. Change the directions, change the way you are doing the things. You might be working hard or you might not be. If you're not, then start working and figure out what is good for you, what else you can do in life, how you can actually achieve everything that you're looking for. If you are taking a practical approach, then I don't think if anything can stop you. Listen, take practical approach, have a proper well plan routine every single day, and then see there is no chance that you won't grow. You will definitely grow. Not is because you're being motivated, you're like feeling as if you're charged for a moment. No, you are having a proper direction toward what you want, what exactly you want, the clarity you have, and the way you are working in that particular. That's what the successful people do. You think as if they have nothing to do, but they're constantly working. They are not free for 24 hours. They're like scheduled there every second. They respect their time, they respect the way they live, they respect their priorities, they sacrifice every single second, and they just do what matters to be successful or to sustain that success for a long time. The same thing that you have to choose. There is only one path, and you have to figure out and analyze what have you been doing and what are the things that you have to replace accordingly, according to your life. Obviously, You know better what you have to do and what you're doing, what you have been doing. Change your habits with something useful for you, for your people, for the society, and you will feel as if you are actually being the purpose of yours. You are not like wasting your life like millions of people who are there. Be in that one person who actually take a proper direction. Useful advices from the people who are actually growing, not the people who only say. Just seek help through the people who are growing, or who know what exactly growth means, who know what exactly assisting other people and being a useful creature for the society and for the world. So just be with those people. Replace the people who are wasting your time. Just cut them off from your life and welcome those who know what exactly growth is. Really take you to the actual direction of success. That's what I want you to do. That's what I do. I think that's what you have to do to be successful. Be grateful, have faith, and just create a strong belief in your mind and be motivated, recharge for every single second of your life. That's the only way to work unstoppably and just keep growing, keep enhancing things, and don't waste your time with it.
Please subscribe my channel and comment below, comment and share my video as much as possible so the others can also take an advantage of it.